What's this summer been like for you guys? Just kind of coming together with new faces, old faces, and the expectations from last season going into this year?
Uh, this summer we've been mainly just focusing on getting the new guys, building the foundation with them, like how we go into every drill, workout, like just showing them the ropes.
Yeah, just trying to really build another championship team, making sure everybody is on the same page through the whole organization and just keep working.
I know Matt wants to flip the page from last year, but just how does last year and your success feed into this year? Does it make you hungrier, both of you?
Yeah, it does, and we also, we was here last year, both of us, so like we know what it takes. And this year, we taking on the leadership role, so it's gonna start with us. And as long as we keep pushing and have everybody following our footsteps, we'll be a good team.
We saw how Jonathan Stark and Terrell Miller did it, how they carried the team, and me and Ja and Breon Sanchez and Anderson Smith, we just gonna take that role and lead these guys back to where we were last year.
You talk about leadership. How do you guys go about replacing that leadership? Because Jonathan was the guy that led by example on the court. Terrell a little bit more vocal. How have you guys started to go about and fill those big shoes?
I think like we already leaders as it is. We knew them guys like if Terrell or Jonathan didn't bring it, they knew that me, Ja, or the other two guys I named, that we were gonna bring and lead the team. So it's easy for us this year.
Yeah, we just got to continue to talk and be the vocal presence on the team, and also put in the extra work to show some of the guys like what it takes and how we work in the gym.
For each of you, what did you spend the most time working on this summer?
For me, I spent most of my time shooting threes, like off catch and shoot, coming off screens and stuff. Really just taking more game shots than set shots. So that's what I was working on.
I had a lot of time working on my ball handling and passing, and working on my 3-point shot.
What have you guys seen out of these new guys on the team? You have 6 of them. You spent a lot of time with them this summer. What have you guys seen out of them, and how I guess close have you gotten with them already?
I seen the work ethic. Like they came in, they worked very hard. They unselfish. They willing to learn, and our relationship over the summer we just got real close. Like we already been teammates before, so it was easy gelling with them.
Yeah, I think like what he said, all the guys came in working, and we had this bond almost like we been together for a while. So they really was comfortable with asking us questions or anything just to learn more, and I guess that helped us like with our relationship with those guys and made it easier for them and us.
I know the last 2 years, the rules in terms of how much practice time you put in over the summer have changed. Is that beneficial to you, or would you benefit from more time off? Which do you think is better for you?
Right now, like with this team here, I think more practice time will help us because we, like he said, we have 6 new guys, and we just got to make sure they know like the foundation, like know what we do here and how we play. And I think more practice time will help them with that, and it'll give them more time to learn than not having as much practices where we have to put a lot of stuff in like one practice almost.
There's I say a lot of practice time as well, just cause like that'd be the best way for them to like to learn the plays, cause we got so many plays, learn our defense, just all our 5-court variety. We just can put all them in like in practice, and we can show them like how it go.
Do any of the newcomers stand out to either of you?
Really, all of them stand out to us. All of them really have like a motor where they play hard almost every possession, and I think that's what we need coming from the new guys coming in.
Yeah, like he said, like all of them stand. They got their different type of game, so it stands out. Like every 6 of them got their different game, and it just shows like we're gonna need that, and like in each different spot, we're gonna need it.
Like all of them have like a different piece that'll help us as a team, and once we get it all together, then we'll be unstoppable.
One thing Coach told us when he was in here is that heading into last year, he kind of knew who his 8 guys and who his rotation was kind of going to be. He said this year it's kind of wide open because of the talent you guys have. The way you guys look at it, I mean, how important are these next couple of weeks for you guys to kind of find out who are those guys that are going to step alongside you two and help lead this team?
It's just like whoever. It's just gonna be like a toughness part, like coming in practice, locking in, especially with the new guys. If they want to play, it's just gonna be them like they gotta focus more, cause it's their first time doing it, and just learn like if they got they got an old guy in front of them, just learn from them, watch them every possession, and it'll work out.
Yeah, I feel like it's very important because we don't have much time until the season start, and all the guys know that the spots are open. So either you just gotta bring and separate yourself from the others to get the playing time, or you just sit back. So I feel like once practice get going and stuff, and everybody get comfortable, then the roles and everything will start to play out, and Coach Matt will know like the rotation.
What about your experience at the Chris Paul camp? Is there tangibles that you can take with you into this season? I know the exposure was great, but what about tangibles, things that you can really use this year?
He really talked to me. He asked like what kind of offense we run, and I told him we have an offense that we come off screens or a lot of ball screens and stuff. So he was just telling me like a couple keys that I can use and things I can look at when coming off a ball screen or coming off a screen, the reads of like the different types of screens. So I feel like that'll help because we have a lot of different types of screens in our offense, and I can use that to help us as a team.
You don't feel like this team has more depth than last year?
Definitely. Yeah.
I feel like we balanced in all positions. I think we deep enough to where if coach happens to take us out, we won't miss a beat.
Right.
You talk about 2 of those guys that helped you with the screens and helped you with a lot of things in Jonathan and Terrell. You talk about this balance, but if you take their names away, they provided a lot of statistics for last season. Who steps in to kind of fill in some of those numbers, some of those minutes? Any idea whatsoever where you can get some of that production?
We don't look at it more as individual. We just look at it like just where the team come together. We focus like we got 5 that can play, then we got 5 more on the bench that can come in and step up and act like they ain't been here before. So it's just easy this year.
Yeah, I just think it'll all play out in the game or whatever. So we really don't look at like how we're gonna fill up their scoring. And from last year, we just look at it as a team effort.
Just Shaq, on being a senior, you get one more chance to do this in college. Just tell me about the experience of going into your senior year.
I'm ready for it. I seen like all the work the guys and put in. They want me to go out with a great feeling my last year. So we just gonna see how these practices go. And once the season get here, we're gonna be ready for it.